Luck is an important factor in any sport, whether it's the game itself or the outside factors that make you better. A lot of things can happen to lead your team to victory and to the top. Luck is important in all sorts of sports, and it's sure as heck important in football. If there's one position in football that can guarantee an overnight improvement, it's the quarterback. Now, some teams can be elite and even win championships with mid-level quarterbacks, but we all know the best teams are led by star QBs. That's why it's always a team's #1 priority to get a star QB or even just a good one. Now, before we get into the meat of this video, if you enjoy yourselves today, please hit a like on it. And if you want more videos of the latest college football news, don't forget to subscribe with those notifications on to Constant College Football. Now, the QB position is so important that 9 times out of 10, teams are building around the quarterback. This guy is the engine of your offense and your heart and soul as a team. And that's why you want your team to do everything it takes to make sure the quarterback has what he needs. We bring all this up because the single most coveted thing in all of football, whether it's here in the Division I level, junior college, D3, and of course the pros, is a young quarterback with star potential. And by the looks of it, Tennessee just got the next best superstar of the college quarterback world. A young quarterback most of the time will struggle whenever they move up a level, from high school to college and then from college to the NFL. It's simply how each uptick in competition treats a player of any position, let alone a guy playing the single most important position in football that every single person has his eyes on. We're saying this to give you an idea of how rare a rookie star QB is in any league. And we're about to find something as rare as a diamond in Tennessee. The #1 QB in the country, Mr. Nico Iamaleava, has joined Tennessee. And with this guy on the roster, we're going to see Tennessee get a lot more wins than usual. The Volunteers are already a perennial college football playoff team. You know they'll have a good defense and are sure to spring for a solid amount of wins every year. But Nico is about to take them to another level. Now you heard us hype up Iamaleava like he's the next great messiah, and honestly, he might be close. While I continue to struggle to pronounce his name, Nico has all the star potential to become a household name. First off, we have to talk about him physically. Athletic quarterbacks are slowly becoming more and more in style, but Nico takes it to a different level. Nico's got mad speed and strength, making him already insane as a raw prospect already. Up next, we have to mention his physical attributes that strike out, like the fact that he's 6'6", towering over your average NBA point guard, much less a quarterback. And with his age and growth, he's probably growing even taller by the time he leaves college for the NFL. We rarely see quarterbacks over 6'4" in the NFL, because at some point all that height slows you down, with only a few exceptions to that rule existing. And by the looks of it, Tennessee is going to have one of the biggest and best exceptions to that rule. It's looking like Nico Iamaleava is going to be a generational talent off all these attributes alone. As for the passing game he has, we have to first bring up how amazing this dude's arm is. His height allows him to see over the defense, but that height would be nothing without a rocket to pass the ball to his open receivers. This dude has that arm that can let him throw absolute surefire dots to his teammate. It's insane how fast this guy's passes are, just being a laser that reaches his teammate in the blink of an eye. To get to the point, all the tools are already there. This guy has every asset and attribute that you would want from a QB. All of that being said, we're yet to even go into his biggest draw/attribute as a player, which is already incredibly well-built football IQ. First, he's a quarterback that's calm under pressure, staying in the pocket to find the open teammate for the pass. Fundamentals are on point with this dude, and you can always expect him to run the right play that you want or need. He can be a system player, but he also has a clear skill in improvising. When the play gets broken and he needs to make a decision for himself, the dude is there and ready. This guy isn't a standing duck once the time for quick decision-making is there. He has that skill in finding cracks in the defense himself and pouncing on them for the perfect passes to his teammates. Even the tiniest crevices can be found by this guy, and even the most impenetrable defensive walls find chips and cracks with this guy throwing. This guy has everything you want. Even outside of football, this dude has factors to him that'll make you want him on your team. He's a proven leader who has no issues at all on or off the field. All of those are but a taste of what he brings to your team as far as a football quarterback is concerned. We keep calling him the savior of this Tennessee Volunteers team, and he will be, that is, of course, if he decides to commit to Tennessee. He hasn't said anything specifically yet, but This dude joined a camp in Tennessee and of course absolutely dominated every other prospect there. This guy is as legit as it gets, and people should really look into getting this dude on their team by any means necessary. Safe to say, this guy has a bright future in football. He has all the tools and means to be elite at the college level, and heck, probably even at a professional level. You know the dude has elite hype when your closest comparison is NFL legend Aaron Rodgers. This kid is currently playing like a man amongst boys, and if Tennessee does get the luck of the draw and end up getting this guy to commit for him, then the rest of the team should get ready for a monster to be unleashed upon him.